Morning, everybody. How you doing? I'm Dharma, and this message is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cross Watchers. Anybody that was drawn to this message, how are ya? We have the bright farm sun behind us on this wonderful, crisp fall morning. I just read somewhere on Facebook that it's snowing in some places for people already. That is crazy. You guys ready? Good morning. Links for the extended will be in the box below. You can join us on Vimeo for one, or you can get them all unlimited on members. Six of Wands. Let me get the whole story first. Six of Wands is good. But that's, Ten of Cups. And Three of Cups. Okay, so we are talking about a reconciliation or a celebration or a reason to be excited. We have an Emperor and a Queen of Wands here. So we have a stable masculine and a feminine that is full of pizzazz. They could be out there doing stuff, presenting themselves. That's the Six of Wands, right? So that's public. It is recognition. But the first thing that I noticed, that's why I went, is that doesn't it look like this particular person who is on this horse has turned around and they're looking at the star? It's like they were, whoever this was walking away, riding away. Ooh, there's a castle in the sky in these cards. Couple of these cards have that picture, but it's more like a mirage or an apparition or a vision of what could be, what's coming. It feels like they were leaving or gonna walk away or not be involved or whatever decision that a person would make to ride the horse out of town. That's what they were doing. But then something happens here and they stop and turn around and look. So somebody might be putting away shoes. There's shoes everywhere here. There could be shoes everywhere. But it's like something fills up the room. This could be energy. If you see this, how this picture, he's just doing whatever, putting away shoes, working. Could be like in a room full of boots or something like that. And it's like the sunlight or the energy or it's a beckoning. That's probably the same as this, where they were leaving, doing whatever, and something calls for them. And it feels like in real life, you have it's a masculine who is... This could also be a woman operating in masculine mode, right? Standing around, doing whatever, picking up shoes, what have you, and it's like this energy fills up the room. Have you ever seen The Labyrinth? Is it The Labyrinth? No. The Never-Ending Story. This could be a never-ending story. But it's, what I'm seeing is the nothing. If you haven't seen The Never-Ending Story, you need to go and grace yourself with that bit of storytelling pleasure. The nothing is just this big black cloud, and all of the fairy tale creatures are afraid if the nothing encapsulates them, they don't exist anymore. And it's like it's coming, except it doesn't seem negative like the nothing. It seems like angelic light, and it feels like energy that's filling up a room because this person is refusing to pay attention. That's exactly my point. They had decided to ride the horse out of town, and they are fighting with spirit about what their path is, what they should be doing. And it feels like the ultimate resistance of a warrior that rides out on the town. And it's almost like they get stopped or have this like angelic experience where their guides are like, sit still, because then you have the Hermit. And I just, as soon as I picked up this card, I heard the word enlightened, like turning a light on in the lantern. This whole moment in time with the angelic passing forward, it could be to enlighten somebody. So I could have just summed that all up by saying this person is having this enlightened experience, except it doesn't feel like that. It feels like they have this like ego, or I know how it should be, or I know what I want, or this is how things are supposed to look. Look at this castle in the sky. So I'm just going to go do that. And then they get encapsulated by, it could be spiritual downloads, and the light bulb turns on. And then all of a sudden, you have the 10 of Cups and then the 8 of Swords. I heard damsel in distress. I don't typically hear that, but I heard that. Look at how this beautiful butterfly is caught up in that cobweb. Maybe this butterfly is caught up in something from their past and they can't flourish, because these could even be like energetic cords all over this butterfly that's golden. I love this deck. It's called the Golden Journey. And it should be flying free, but it's not, because it's caught up in some kind of past karmic trap. It could be this Queen of Wands. This could even be like, if we're talking about this warrior type person, they thought they were done. They thought they had saved everyone. They thought they had, it's like they left one behind. And whether they were guilty about it or not, Spirit's not going to let them forget this one. This could be a concept for those of you who are like in really established relationships, or totally single. This could be a concept of your life that you're supposed to be doing, like a soul contract, right? Or some path that you were supposed to be on, and you're like, no, I think I won't. And then Spirit is like, yeah, no, that's not how that works at all. And it comes with the 8 of Swords too. It could be a mental thing. All this could be mental. They could be getting energetic downloads so hard. That would be that for people who aren't tarot fluent, an energetic download would be the equivalent of not being able to stop thinking about someone. Like out of nowhere, and it's just, it gets a hold of you. And it's being enlightened. It's something that we tried to leave behind. I think that's what I want to title this. Because I don't think that you're done. Okay, what do I want to know here? What did they do with this damsel in distress? Because it looks like a pause. See? It's a rainbow. It's an apparition. It's twice right there. Divine intervention. Where you think you're going. What did I just say I was going to title this? I already forgot. I just saw the Cancer card. Light bulb. That's my point. Something gets absolutely illuminated. And they've been on this stalemate. They were going to leave. Done. They thought they were done. With a certain aspect of their life. So for some of you, this is a relationship. Someone had walked away and they thought they were done. For some of you, it's some journey you thought you were finished with, but nay. Okay. Is there an interaction? I mean, yeah. Okay, tell me about this couple of days. It could be 6 to 8 days where this person is like being surrounded, and it feels like they're being a hermit, right? I mean, they're not talking, there's no contact. If this is you, you could just be thinking about it for a week or so and really starting to understand the spiritual aspect of yourself. Page of Pentacles. And the Hermit. We need to sit still with this information, and then there's the Lovers. So they're like, I need to, if we have this metaphor of this knight, right, who needs to come back and get the damsel in distress, they could be planning or plotting how to get their chariot over to them. And what does a chariot do? It goes forward. It feels like, okay, fine. Ace of Wands, 10 of Wands. There's something about this particular damsel. She's not a damsel. Look at her. She is... It's like needing to go and rescue Beyonce. Beyonce doesn't need your fucking ass to rescue her. But they think that you do. Okay? So it's going to be silence for a couple more days, for however long, week or so, because they are thought. There is a train going in the mind train, right? What is she caught up in? What is this cobweb? The Empress. Temperance. Could be another relationship. It could just be totally tempered. And the Star. Okay, and the High Priestess. Okay, so fun fact, there's nothing going on with this Empress. She doesn't need rescued. He doesn't like her situation. And for those of you who are single, whatever it was that you thought was wrong with the situation and that you left it, there's nothing wrong with the situation. It's totally tempered. That's probably why Spirit's like, what are you doing? That was an entirely tempered situation. You dumb. Go back and handle it. What did they do? Like, what are some synchronicities that this person on this horse that was trying to leave, what kind of synchronicities did they get? This is the wrong deck. To tell them to turn around. It does feel like they'll have this ray of sunlight. If you live near this person, you're probably going to see them on the road. They could have those awful headlights. The LED ones that blind everybody. They're blue. Nobody needs a headlight that bright. Okay. And so if it's a person, you might see them on the road. And their car looks angry, or they look angry in their car. I don't know. This woman is a warrior. She's Beyonce. And for those of you who this is a thing that you left, you might be getting you might see it on TV or hear about it, or it's on the radio, or it could be you left a job and then every time you get in the car, you hear an advertisement for that job. That's not by coincidence. 6 of Cups, exactly. And for those of you who aren't tarot fluent, 6 of Cups is nostalgia. It's the past, it's a soul contract, it's something you're supposed to be doing. And then they could get overwhelmed with nostalgia. And so it does feel like this big gallant rescue that they need to come and rescue Beyonce, who doesn't need rescued at all. But where do they want to go with her? The devil, I bet. Maybe more so that this person, this damsel, or this opportunity needs rescued. It might be that it just doesn't look as good without this one there. It's the Emperor and Temperance. They see that now. And if you haven't been watching the show for a while, the Emperor and Temperance story, this particular Emperor adores Temperance. It's when Temperance came to life as a person for this entire tribe. But it's because it's this character that's loud enough, this Beyonce character that's loud enough to match him, but also that she doesn't allow this masculine to get too hot or too cold. she keeps them tempered. Her behavior is tempered. And he might go into this thinking that she needs him to save her, but really it feels like this situation needed him. Exactly. So they're both right. It flows well, it works well, and they do come forward. Okay, so let's go to the extended and see what we do, because it feels like they roll up on like a white horse. Like get in a truck. That's hot. Okay, the links for the extended will be in the box below to Vimeo, or you can join us over on members. Till next time, have a good one.